Welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna, and today we're visiting with Dr. Les Anderson. He's with the University of Kentucky Extension Beef Specialist there.
The important concept in breeding heifers is to get as many of them as possible, bred as early as possible in the breeding season, because we want them to calve early, to have more time to recover for that first, to get bred back after their first calf. And so that doesn't happen randomly. It's not a concept people fail to get, but it's something that they really just, they don't think about applying. But if you want them to all calve in a small period of time, they all got to be bred in a small period of time. And to do that, we got to get them in heat in a small period of time. And so regardless of the mechanisms you use to breed your animals, we need to synchronize heat and to make them come in heat as early as possible in the breeding season. Let's say you got 10 heifers and you've seen every single one of those rascals come in heat at some point in time prior to, let's say it's May 1st to May 20th. Okay, all we really need to do is to give a shot of prostaglandin and turn the bull out. 70% of them will come in heat in that first week. The other 30% will come in heat the next week. Everything will have an opportunity to get pregnant the first 2 weeks of the cycle, and off we go. Sometimes you're sitting there and you've got those 10 heifers and you've watched them and you're not seeing anything coming in heat. And maybe they're a little thin, and maybe your input costs were a little higher this year and you didn't put as much, or we had a drought and you're not seeing them in heat. If that's the case, you need to either feed them MGA for 7 days or put a cedar device in them for 7 days before you turn the bull out. Tons of research here in Kentucky, thousands, literally thousands of females. It improves your pregnancy rates about 10% and shifts the percentage that calve in the first 30 days by 20%, almost 30 in some cases. And so stimulating that estrus with either MGA, the cedar, or prostaglandin will have tremendous impacts on your ability of your females to get pregnant early in their first breeding season.
People might say, well, that's a lot of work that I have to do beforehand. We're just going to let this happen naturally. And that's certainly an option, but this is a much better way to manage that group of heifers.
The only way to do that is to synchronize estrus. That's it. Now, some folks might want AI, and all the modern AI protocols work with stimulating estrus early in the breeding season. And so if you're into AI, then you just use the protocol that either your technician likes or one, you could get it off of one of our extension pubs. We have several of them that you can get it off of. But if you're AIing, you're already in the process of stimulating a controlled heat. It's the folks that are just doing natural service that we really have to worry about as far as controlling when the females come in heat. It's cheaper to AI than it is to turn a bull out, depending on how many cows you have. If you have less than 30, your cost per pregnancies are 30% higher with a bull in today's prices. The average Angus bull is going to sell this year across the country for $7,500 to $7,600. 10 cows, that's a lot of money. And you can use some of the best whatever breed bulls in the entire country for $20 to $40 a straw and a little bit of effort. So we're actually seeing costs of pregnancies markedly reduced, and a lot of people are actually moving to total AI systems now because their cost per pregnancies are lower and they get to use a highly proven bull with the exact genetics they want.
And they don't have to feed that bull and provide a place for them to stay. In the past, we've always think, well, we always have to have that one cleanup bull. But AI systems have gotten so much better now, right?
Yeah, we have developed, in cooperation with the University of Tennessee, we've developed a system we call Resync that allows for consecutive timed inseminations. So if you can't breed cattle yourself, as far as you're not your own AI tech, you can schedule the exact day that the technician's there. And we have averaged on several thousand head, we're averaging about 83% AI in 2 rounds and 93% after 3 rounds. And all 3 rounds are done within 60 days. And so you can get most of your cattle pregnant in 2 or 3 cycles with about 12 to 18 hours worth of effort in working the cattle on a normal 30 cow herd. And so It just kind of depends on where you want to put your labor.
Thanks for watching and have a great day.